don't do the ratings because that is, I mean, I don't get into it. I think that's attraction is subjective, but I think we have these large words to explain simple things like sexual marketplace value just means if the guy's attracted to the girl or not. Like, we're making it bigger than what it is. And guess what? If he's telling you he's not attracted to you, first of all, woman, you're worthy with or without a man. What I've learned is women are attracting their worth to someone's preference. Like, stop it. He has the right to say, this is who I desire, who I like, and you shouldn't feel a way about it. Like, at all. It should not bother you because that's his preference. Just like women have a preference of, I want a man who's educated, or I want a man of a certain height, or of a certain background, income. You have a preference. So I think that we waste so much time trying to argue people about who they are. If you don't like who they are, keep it moving. Like, the world is big. Like, I'm not challenging anybody. I think it's the one thing I do like about Red Pill. I don't know too much of them, to be quite honest. They're telling you who they are at the door. So why are you still watching it? Like, their views are being fed by women, which to me is mind-boggling. Why are you guys tuning in? You guys are making them rich. You are proving their point because, again, you have challenged, you have attached your worth to a man's preference. Stop right there. You're worthy because God said so. It's into that. But he has a preference. He don't want a woman with kids? That's his preference. Don't get mad. Keep it going.
But I think, you know, it's funny. First of all, I think I might have chose the wrong episode because I thought I was about to get on here with, like, red pill guys. But really, we all in the same accordance. But, no, I think even when it comes to, like, the marketplace value on a woman, right? Look what we talking about, though, right? Like, I'm not here to kick nobody while they down, and I don't have anybody here to, like, really have the dialogue with. So I don't even want to get too much into it. But when we talk about men that talk about high value and what they place their value in, it's like everything but what matters to me, right? So, like, when you talk about a high market or a marketplace value in a woman, I don't think of nothing else. I mean, of course they're going to talk about what they look like because that's what they're talking about. When I hear about men talking about high value, they are talking about how much money they make, what they look like, how tall they are, and I'm like, damn, what happened to character? You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about what happened to, like, if I could trust you around my kids, or like what you do when nobody's looking. That's what character is. So, like, when you say that this marketplace value on women, it's like, of course they're going to have this requirement of women because they had their own requirement of themselves. Ooh. And so what you were saying is, like, when you talk about their biggest audience, the consumer, is the woman, right? And what I don't like about it is, and this ain't, I do a podcast and I talk to men, right? Because I think we should be able to hold each other accountable. I let the women do that for themselves. If they do it, if they don't, that ain't none of my concern. And when you talk about that, I feel like when I hear high value men talk, it's like everything that they say that makes them high value is what came from a woman. I just don't move like that. Of course, I want to be attracted to a woman, but I don't move like that. Like you said, like when I get up, I work out because I want to look good and I want to be healthy. Last time I went to my annual checkup, right, and the doctor said I was a little overweight. I'm like, damn, I want to see my daughter get to an age where I can see her play sports. I didn't think about I want to get skinny and fit because I want a woman to look at me. Like, that's corny to me. If anything, like, that's insecure. And I mean, quite frankly, I don't know what we can I say. No, that shit is gay. I'm just be straight up. Like, I'm not thinking about that. Like, I'm thinking because I want to look in the mirror. I want to look good. I want to feel good. I want to be able to do things. Yeah, like, we can be competitive and things like that. But, like, man, that shit is weird. Like, where I come from, we don't move like that. So it's like, when you say these things, like, yeah, that's what they're trying to fit in a box where they can be accepted by women. And I'm so high in my purpose and who I believe in God, my God, I don't have to be moved by you. Like, God, I'm good. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. So, like, that's how I look at it. And I just feel like it's all for somebody else. It's all to get attention or to get some type of affirmation from somebody else. And, like, I don't know.
This whole marketplace value, like, it's a term, whatever. If you want to use it, use it. But the way men like to make women, like, what they look like, what they present as, the way they like to make this marketplace, sexual marketplace value thing, the woman's whole existence, who you've been with, what you look like. Now, don't get me wrong, attraction matters, but attraction is also subjective. I think she said that. Attraction is extremely subjective. I don't think that Jalen Hurts is cute at all whatsoever. A lot of women do. That it's subjective. So to me, his sexual marketplace value is like 0. And so we have to be real about what people look like and how important that is. One person, the way they look to you may not look that way to another person. Who someone's been with in their past matters to you, but it may not matter to anyone else. So we're trying to put people in this box, because you all have heard me speak about this before. We try to put people in this box, and it's stupid because none of us fit into a box. So if we're talking about sexual marketplace value subjectively, cool. But if we're talking, there are rules to this, I think that's dumb. But I also think that the arrested development of these men out here is what's affecting all of us. Because Jay said it. They are stuck on that first girl that broke them. And so now all of us, especially if you like resemble them at all, if you act like them, if you resemble them, their wife that left them, the little girl in the 6th grade that said, I don't like you, you ugly. Like men have arrested development. They are stuck at one point in their life. And if you remind them in any way of the woman that hurt them or took them down through there, then you're automatically off the list. Like, you fit the description, you're gone. They can't, it's a mental block for some reason. And we have to get over what people look like, what they present as, what people initially act like, because first impressions are sometimes bad and not true about that person. Despite what that woman looks like, despite who she's been with, how loyal is she? How supportive is she? Who is she? How intelligent is she? What kind of accomplishments has she had? What kind of addition to her would she be? And I mean, what kind of addition to you would she be, and vice versa? We don't have those types of conversations. We always want to have the conversations about 304s and fit, feminine, and friendly. Fit, feminine, and friendly will take all your money, just like you think somebody that looks and acts like me would. They'll take everything from, well, the 2 cents you do have, but that ain't my business. They'll take all of that from you. Meanwhile, I'm sitting over here, I don't need none of that. You know what I'm saying? They look at me and they hear me talk about things fairly and evenly, because we all do these things. We all have a thing that we do to each other. And they would look at me and be like, nope. So we have to stop judging books by their covers and really get to know people. This misjudgment about red pill men is getting tiresome.
Oh, my bad. So the biggest thing that I kind of like feel about sexual marketplace value is that it doesn't really matter. Like, I am not in the business of trying to prove my value to this person or that person. I don't think anybody should be in the business of trying to prove their value to me. A lot of people may feel like, because of the opinions that I have, like, I try and think like, oh, a lot of people will be like, oh, she thinks she all of that or whatever. But I do. And I think everyone should. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that anybody should feel like they said in the video, because so-and-so doesn't like you, that should make you think you're a 7 or you're a 6 or you're a 5. And there have been a lot of conversations I've been a part of where, like, I'll go on to a panel and they're talking about sexual marketplace value. They're talking about, what do you think you are on a scale of 1 to 10? And it baffles me how many people get these applauses because they're like, oh, I know I'm only a 6. Why do you think that? Like, really, that makes me think your mama and your daddy didn't like hug you hard enough, because everybody should say they're a 10. There is absolutely no reason that, like, you yourself should not feel like you are the top of the top, the creme de la creme. You can get whatever you desire. Like, if you wanted to do something, you wanted to have someone, I think that is like something that everybody should feel like, I'm capable of achieving whatever, getting whoever, like. So I don't think it's my place to tell somebody, oh, your sexual marketplace value is low, or oh, you're beneath me, or any of that. Like, to me, that's a weird thing. And it makes it even weirder that people are sitting on the internet doing that to complete strangers, because it's never crossed my mind to go and tell a man like, oh, you're not 6 feet. Your sexual marketplace value is little. The same way, like, a man should never be like, oh, you're not 130 pounds. You're second. Like, what is the purpose in that? Like, besides just trying to tear somebody down to make yourself feel good. Like, I don't know why you would be so hung up on telling somebody else that you've never met, that you don't know, whether or not you have an interest in them. Like, if you don't have an interest in them, that's cool. You could literally just keep that to yourself. I never understood why it needed to become a discussion and why it needed to be broadcasted when, before TikTok, before we started having YouTube panels, before all of these things, everything was just fine. If you didn't like somebody, you didn't like them. If you weren't attracted to them, you weren't attracted to them. And that was just your business. And that was okay. Like, I just don't know why we need to like tell them to try and like bring them down a notch, like humble somebody. It's not our job to humble somebody.
So I agree with, I don't think people should insult anyone, but I don't believe that everybody's a 10. So I look at it like this. What is the most popular food in America? Hamburgers, right? So there's categories. People, I'm just saying, hamburgers, you can look it up. Hamburgers, when you go to fast food restaurants, they're selling hamburgers, they're selling a sandwich, right? Fries, it's the most popular thing people like to eat. So there's just popularity when it comes to looks. There's a certain type of look that most people like. There's women, it's not just men. Women want to look a certain way. A lot of women today are looking the same. So it's a look that you're looking for and you're trying to achieve it for a reason. It's the most attractive. So people, women, men, don't matter. We're in categories. Now, what you like is on you. I believe it depends on the person. The beauty is the eye of the beholder, basically, right? It depends on you, what you like. But saying everybody's a 10, come on, that's not true. If you just look at celebrities today, we could just look at that because that's the people that's on mainstream. There's a top most beautiful celebrity female. There's a top most fine, handsome man. So it is what it is. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just what most people like. So it's just kind of like majority rule. Now, if somebody's not a 10 and they're like a 2 just means they're not as attractive. It doesn't mean they're like the most hideous person in the world, because we could go look at the most hideous person in the world. You could look that up on YouTube. There is one. I don't think it's here in America, but I'm just saying there are looks that are just not attractive. I'm just saying. So everybody is not a 10. I don't like people saying that. It's not true. If you are
well, I don't mean to say it like you're like, I'm not, put it like this. I'm not saying that I'm going around telling everyone they're a 10. I'm saying that I don't understand the shift of when it needed to become a discussion, right? Like, if somebody doesn't think that I'm attractive, or somebody doesn't think anybody on this panel is attractive, when did we get to this point where we needed to discuss it, have a round table about it? Like, didn't it used to be just like, oh, she's not my type, he's not my type. Okay, cool. When did it turn into, you're not my type, let me tell you about it, let me humble you, let me let you know that you have such high self-confidence, you think you a 10, but let me point out all the things to let you know you're really a 4. For what? It's like, you're a 4 to me. Like, who am I to tell you that, though?
Like, I feel like it's always been a conversation, right? It's just, we talking about on what's on social media. Now it's just like everywhere. But if you think about it, when you was in high school, we as women would have our little group we talking to, and we'd be like, you know, talking about the cute men or the cute guys or whatever that's in the school, right? And then it's just a conversation. Men did the same thing. The only problem I see is that men are telling women that they are not this, because women, all women or most women think that they're 10s, and they're going out there having like the most cockiest attitude, saying that they could get any man they can get. No, they cannot. So it seemed like, I'm not a man, so I don't know why they feel like they got to check them, but they feel like they need to check them. Like, no, you cannot get every man. You're a 2, whatever. That's just what men are wanting to do. But if you walking around and you're not that attractive, saying you could get any man, like, you know that's a lie. Laisha, you know a lady that's not cute saying that she could get the most attractive man, damn fucking well, you know you're gonna be like, now sis, like, you might not tell her.
Here's my thing though. I feel like I don't. You know what? I'm gonna tell you what it is. I think that my dog in the fight has always been that I don't try and pride myself on like being a mean girl unless I'm like I feel provoked to be mean. So I don't feel provoked to be mean if you're telling me like, oh, this weekend when I go see Chris Brown, I'm trying to get him. I'm gonna be like, great, like awesome. This weekend when that man goes to see Beyonce, he wants to try and get her. Great, cool, awesome. Like I don't feel the need to be like, child, please, you could never like. For what? Like that's super negative. It just sounds mean. It sounds unnecessary.
Hold on for
like,
a second, y'all. I want to get a couple people in. All right,
the last thing I'm gonna say.
Go ahead.
From what I observed, I feel like men talk shit to each other all the time. So there'll be men right in groups
to each other, the same way we do to each other.
Okay, but now
but saying it to them is unnecessary.
Right? It just be crazy. I be hearing how they talk, and it's like, damn, like you said that, right? But now it seems like they're doing it to women. But they talk like this amongst each other. That's what they do. That's all.